Hey everybody, it's JPT. Welcome back to Timber and Stone. As usual, back here at Midas. And you might notice some things have changed since the last time. Especially up front. Not necessarily in the back. Party in the front. Business in the back this time, I guess. Yeah, I've added these sort of tower rings. And I think I'm pretty much ready to, outside of this, strip these down at some point. As you can see, gives you a general idea of the scope of them. Of course, stone will be on the, excuse me, on the outside. I just ate lunch, so my mouth's a little, I put stone on the outside, also the inside, but the outside is what we will worry about first. So Rebecca is doing her thing, coming up with, well, everyone's interrupted. Crafting brick, building dirt, hoeing that cotton, mining stone as usual, mining stone, hoeing cotton, and then waiting in the hall as the carpenter. But that's okay. Looks like our fire just went out too, which is kind of strange. So you're just waiting. Waiting. So Allison, what were you doing before? I want to say you were probably doing some stuff. I might actually also have a new person here. Of course, I did some stuff off camera, but I think Lawrence is actually new. But he's our forager now. He is definitely our forager. Oh, that's right. You were doing wood chopping. You were also playing archer. Let's jump to you real quick. Take a look at your inventory. What am I telling you to maintain? Just a club. Okay. So you should be set. Level 9 farmer. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, cool. So you're actually going to take care of that for me. So, yeah, sometimes you just got to go off camera and do some work. That's exactly what I did. Looks like that's the exact thing that's happening over here. And I suppose if you're going to be doing work over there, if you wouldn't mind taking care of business over here, I would certainly appreciate that. So we may not need 2 builders, now that I think about it. Gathering required items, because they're building pretty fast. And I'm not exactly sure which one is my better builder here. Oh, I've got 3. Well, that's part of the problem. Send you to be mining. And of course, once they get this dug out sufficiently, we'll be able to build up and go from there. So I think actually I'm ready to start digging one of these out. So we should probably just go ahead and get that out of the way. As you can see, we could just do a square, like so. Let's double check to make sure that's actually what we want to get rid of. And indeed it is. Go ahead and select these as well to make it all one level. And then of course we can replace this with, you know, whatever materials we want. But they're cranking out on those, which means that we can close it off now. Terrain and dirt. Let's just go ahead and build this up. Have ourselves a good old time. Let's see, I want to go ahead and build this up. And then once that gets built up, we'll build up the stairs some more. Oh wow, so they're taking care of that pretty quick. I think I'm going to leave this indication here as to where the middle of this is. Oh, you're in need of a pickaxe. That would probably require somebody to build one for you. I'm not sure what's happening there. Stonemason. Because there's not a stonemason to do that work. So let's go ahead and slap 10 in there. Anything else that we need? Probably hammers. Hammers would be a good thing to take care of as well. So let's go ahead and do 6. Although we are doing quite a few of those. So we'll beat that out. Who else is a good stonemason? See, we have an 11 there. Builder, we don't really want to dismiss. We don't want to dismiss one of our farmers, so probably just get our lowest miner, which is Allison, to do some stonemasing. And you can just do it from here. So as soon as she's done, they'll be able to take off. He's complaining about things that he can't even have a say in. Actually, I want to bring your encumbrance down. That's hoping to make you work a little bit more efficiently. So, you know, we could close this off, or, you know, I thought about continuing the circle around, but of course that affects this. I thought about putting a door here, but of course doors are a little weird in terms of what they do. R for rotate. You know, we could do a door like this on this side, and a door like this on this side, or bring them closer. I don't know. I think it's all going to depend on what we do with the brick on the outside. So yeah, we're maxed out on the masonry, so I think that's probably a good indication on getting some stuff dug out. And I think we need to get rid of that grass before we can do anything else. But if we absolutely need to, we can designate some more storage. I'm not going to freak out about that. So masonry stockpile requires 20. Of course, it gets rid of some stuff as well. So, you know, let's keep it simple. Put it there, because why not? Somebody will build that for us. I do believe it will be a level 2 miner. So she builds that for us, and we'll get another around 300 or so out of that. Yep, 300. That was exactly right. So design-wise, construction, we've got the walls. I like to start with field stone on the very bottom. It's one of my favorite actual stones. Looks like this. You could also do castle ruins or castle brick. The ruins are kind of mossy typed ones. The timbered brick looks pretty cool too. Mossy plaster is another fun one to use. But again, fieldstone has and always will be one of my favorites. So we'll go ahead and build it like so. Trying to debate whether or not I want to go up with it a certain way. One thing to keep in mind too is that you may not actually need to build the corners depending on the layouts, which I think I need to lay these out off camera. So to kind of maximize the brick that you actually see, you know, we could put dirt back here and probably be better off that way. So we're not wasting the stuff that we've had this stonemason helping with, and as you can see, they're actually helping back there in the background. So construction, terrain, not grass. Grass is kind of silly for that application. We'll just do some dirt here, because again, it may not actually be something that they're too worried about. What's miscellaneous? What's getting queued up there? Oh, wow. So we probably need to get some more brick in there. We have 360. We'll go ahead and add another 140 for sure. I mean, I could just constantly just keep cranking that out. But I think for now we're going to be okay. Where are our builders at? Where are my builders at? So you're just over here filling in these holes. Where are you going now? Ah, yes, you're going over here. I'm fine with them doing this one because the sooner this one gets done, the better, in my opinion. So having this slant there, not the end of the world either. So we might go up one more outside of this wall. Kind of just consider that our sort of quote-unquote castle for now, just with plans to go from there. I like kind of alternating these so it doesn't make them so symmetrical. I mean, even though I'm all about symmetry, I really like the fact that you can rotate those and they look different from different sides. Let's see, yeah, so they're going to just continue to go around that way. And, you know, it probably wouldn't be a terrible idea to go ahead and just have somebody build a masonry stockpile, like, down here. Simply because they're going to be working a lot in this area. So, I'm just going to plot one there, and if we don't need it, we don't need it. And I'm hoping that doesn't necessarily, like this number, I'm hoping that when they equate wealth, it's based on this number and not this number. And I'm pretty sure that's the number, not necessarily your storage area. That is my great hope. Let's see, objects, nope, construction, terrain, dirt. Again, the cheapest building material there is, and I like it. Go ahead and do that. Oh, I have my hand on the wrong keys. We're going up another few here. Yeah, I guess these weren't done yet, so they're gonna be pretty tall walls, but I like it. I like the challenge. So your feedback, always appreciated. A lot of you sort of talking about my strategy, and honestly, when it comes down to it, I would much rather build in this game. A lot of people have sort of brought up the fact that you know, there needs to be kind of like a sandbox mode, but you know, I don't necessarily mind the challenge if you can keep the monsters at bay as long as possible, and you know, it just is what it is. It's just what this game's all about. This game's challenging in so many different ways, and I like it for that. So, again, you can kind of see how I'm slowly but surely building these stairs up so that they can get to where they need to be getting. So we're built all the way around here. Also built up all the way around here. We'll go ahead and do those. Extend this one over as well. So we're built up here, and we've got the plants fairly close to being built up there. I don't know if we can actually... Nope, we can't quite. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, because at this point, if somebody wants to come in, they can come up and over. So we might as well just tell them to dig mine this. I don't know how helpful that's going to be. Trying to keep things on the same level as possible. Realizing I'm whipping the camera around a lot. Well, that's just what you have to do when you designate things. You know what? I guess if we get rid of... Yeah, I'll leave this alone for now. But eventually they're going to need to dig that out. And they kind of left this alone, didn't they? It's a little weird. Wonder where they got rid of that. Game saved again. Yeah, so I'm not sure what I'll do with that, but I'll designate it at some point. So here you go. Kind of the field stone at its finest. And we'll go ahead and pause that. Just because I want to make sure that we're looking at this right. Walls, castle ruins. We may even just put some castle ruins like that. You got some castle brick. So, you know, castle ruins. Just trying to think what I want to do here. Full timber, umber brick. Oh, okay, no, thanks. Pale brick. Oh, that might be something we take a look at. You can actually build that. Oh, great stone. Almost wonder if we should have built our foundation with that first. But I think actually what I want to do is I want to build kind of a entrance with this, the great stone, and then put like pale brick accents, maybe like that. And then maybe like a castle ruin here, one there. Kind of flesh it out here. Guess we'll find out. Let them do their jobs. If we don't like it, we can always change it. I don't know if these are actually going to connect or not. They should, because that's castle ruin, castle brick. Yeah, so they're fine. Let's see if they build those. I think I want to do that. Kind of do a castle ruin in the middle. There we go. Yeah, so you can kind of see here how this is shaping up. Maybe only do fieldstone on one layer. I don't know. I haven't really thought about that. The door looks kind of funny. And we can always bring the door up. Keep that in mind as well. You know, these aren't... They're timber. You can grow that stuff. Ooh. Ugh, that's ugly. That's ugly. That's so ugly. Ugh. Yeah, so sometimes it's hard to tell. Yeah. Get rid of that. Plastered brick. That might be better. Although I don't know. It's hard telling because that's the color of it in the light that you're going to see it. Wood logs. I haven't built with those before. Those look pretty cool. Yeah. That's what great stone looks like stacked. Interesting. Very, very interesting. But yeah, that's kind of what walls look like. A little bit. But yeah, I need somebody to come over here stats and remove this for me. Can you do that for me? Chamberlain? Can you come up here and... Yeah, he knows it. I didn't even do that. He just knew. I gotta get up there and remove this nasty looking brick for this guy. He's not having it. He's just not having it. So once he's done with this, I think we'll call it quits. It's very rare that I do a straight through episode where things work out, but I think that's a pretty good stopping point. So again, if you like what you see, leave a like, leave those comments. I always enjoy seeing what you guys think of the builds, the strategy, that kind of thing. I ask a lot of questions just naturally, and you guys usually give me the answers, and I always appreciate it. So until next time, this is JPT. Go play your games, and I'll be seeing ya.